Hamilton Constables Andrew Grills Thomas and Sharon Kelly have been called in to search for a group of teenagers who've abandoned a stolen van and taken off into the night.
You got an area for us, please?
Yeah, 141, if you could perhaps check through the Crawshaw School itself, over. Next one to a reserve at the back there as well.
As they approach the scene, a man comes stumbling out of the dark.
This guy up here on the right. See where he's come from.
Roger.
So where have you come from, mate?
Oh, just up the road, dude. I was just going out from a party.
From a party. Hey, where'd you get the CDs from, mate?
Mate's place.
Does he know you've got them?
That party. Yeah, they're my ones. They're off my computer, dude. I've been for my Walkman.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, that's fine.
They are property of myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got a police dog tracking in the area.
Yeah.
Can I get you to go back where you came from and just wait there another 15-20 minutes?
Yeah, well, that's only probably 30, 40, that next intersection up there by that light post.
Is that cool if you do that for me?
Yep.
While Andrew deals with Robert, another couple appear on the street.
Are you able to just, get back to where you came from until sort of done his job?
2 days.
Whereabouts do you live?
Oh, just up the road.
It's getting more difficult to keep the area clear for the police dog.
Yeah, we're just out on foot on a park on Crawshaw. It's down from A-Lane, I think it is. Does that look as though we're in a good position?
Through looking for some people. Okay.
Yeah, Roger, it's Crawshaw Park. Roger.
But the dog handlers come in from the other side of the park and push the suspects towards Andrew and Sharon.
Good boy. Grab me. Can you grab me? Can you grab me? Grab me. I'm under arrest.
Under arrest, alright.
Sorry.
Is there any more there, Sheds? Is there any more? You're under arrest, okay? Not obliged to say anything you do say, maybe doing evidence.
But only two boys have been caught. The rest of their group has disappeared.
How many of us where's the rest of you, mates?
Oh, just somewhere around here.
Somewhere around here. Give me some names, who else was in there? A few other mates. Where have they gone?
Suddenly another figure comes running out of the darkness and officers set off in pursuit.
Stay here. Stay here.
Walking home, I seen a guy walking, and I thought I would chase him after.
Just stay there. Just stay there. Sit down, alright? Just sit down.
Yeah, I thought I seen a guy in dodgy looking clothing, and I thought I'd chase him.
Although it seems unlikely, the fact that Robert's still around suggests that he may be involved with the stolen van.
Okay, just listen to me for a minute.
Yeah.
Got two of your friends over here.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to get them to come and say you're in the van. Are they going to say that?
Van? Which van's this?
What were you doing back here? You said you were chasing someone.
Yeah, no, this dude f***ing just popped out of nowhere with a f***ing white clothing on. And it was f***ing hard out doing the running. Both just f***ing... Yeah.
So you decided to chase him?
Well, I can't remember now after f***ing... I've had a few beers tonight now. Alcohol has impaired my judgment and I've forgotten.
Okay.
Okay, so alcohol has impaired my judgment and I've forgotten.
With Robert finally realising the state he's in, attention turns back to the two teenagers that are already in custody.
Alright, you guys are under arrest for unlawfully getting into a motor vehicle at this stage, okay? Pop in. Give your rights.
The two 15-year-olds were taken to Hamilton Central and were later dealt with through family conferences. After these, one of the offenders was charged with unlawfully taking a motor vehicle and other offences, for which he received a sentence of 9 months supervision. The three who got away that night were later spoken to by police.
We've got a call of a domestic at Foxhall Street, Manurewa. Second call tells us that there's a male running around with a car.
The lady from the address has run across the road and called police. The guy she's arguing with has apparently come out of the address with 2 knives and now running around with these knives down the street.
Just as Constables Casey Broad and Jon Chappell reach the Manurewa street where the incident's taken place, the suspect's vehicle pulls up at the corner.
Comms M&I, copy that. We've got him at the intersection of Fox, Law and Hyperion.
Confirm you've got the vehicle stopped.
Affirmative. Step out of the car, bro. Put your hands on the boot. On the boot. On the boot. Split your legs for us, eh? Split your legs. Split your arms. Split your arms. Split your arms. Split your legs. Walk back towards me. Walking back. Put your hands on the bonnet. You got any knives on you, bro? No. Anything? No. What's been happening tonight, bro? Nothing. No?
No, I was
Going home from where?
Although he's claiming that nothing's been happening, Kevin's face and body are covered in cuts and bruises.
How come you got all these scratches and blood on your face? Look at me when I'm talking to you, right? How come you got all these scratches and blood on your face, okay?
Where's the knives, bro? What knives, yeah? Come on, mate. Go. Where are the knives?
Where's the knives? What's your name?
Kevin's still admitting to nothing, but when he empties his pockets,
what's your name?
a cannabis joint falls to the ground.
Kev, put your hands down, mate. Kev, put your hands down. Kev, right, you're not obliged to say anything that you do say may be used in evidence. Put your hands behind your back. Under the Misuse of Drugs Act, 1975, okay, we're now going to search your car. Alright, my name's Constable Broad, this is Constable Chappell. You're under arrest for possession of Class C at this stage, alright, until we find out what's going on at the moment. Alright.
Is this your jacket, mate? Yeah, that's my jacket. Okay, is there anything in your jacket? No. Something quite heavy in here, bro?
I'll chuck him in the car.
The search reveals a stash of tinnies that appear to sell for $20 a time.
You dealing, bro? No, that's my own shit. It's your own shit.
Okay, is there any other drugs in the car?
No.
Okay.
No, that's it.
Also, because we're searching through your car, I'll give you that you're not obliged to say anything that you
Realising
do say
he'll soon be on his way to the station,
may be used in evidence.
Kevin decides to start cooperating.
My name, I want to give you my real name now.
Alright.
So I'm giving you a false name. So, yeah, my name.
The revelation that Kevin is really Leonard is followed by the discovery of weapons in his car.
Search has revealed quite a large knife and a piece of metal. Do quite a bit of damage.
With the possible charges against Leonard mounting, they return to Papakura station.
So how'd you get the scratches and all that over your body?
Not tonight, but...
You're not going to play up, eh?
No.
Sweet as. You know the drill.
Wasn't me, dude.
Down there, bro. Chuck it down there. Anything else in your pockets? No, bro. Alright, wait here for me, eh? Just wait there.
More bad news is still to come for Leonard. He'd obviously been drinking before the fight, and now he's going to have to take an evidential breath test.
One big deep breath, okay, and blow. Got to keep that noise going. That's the one. Keep going. Keep going.
And 2 long blows later, he'd confirmed Casey Broad's suspicions.
You're over the limit. Alright. The evidential breath test you have just undergone has given a positive result of 701 micrograms of alcohol per litre of breath. Okay, the limit's 400 for you. Okay, so you're nearly twice over the limit. Bit more than 6 beers, eh?
But that's not the end of it. Leonard's also a disqualified driver, and it all adds up to a serious list of charges to face in court the next morning.
Possession of cannabis, possession of an offensive weapon ×2, possession of a knife, excess breath alcohol, and driving while disqualified.
When he finally appeared in court, Leonard was found guilty on all charges. He was ordered to undergo 6 months counselling and has to report regularly to a parole officer. The cannabis and knife were destroyed. It's 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon in a quiet Manurewa street, and Constables Peter Ott and Jon Chappell have been called in to deal with an unusual complaint.
We just want to sort it out, find out it's obviously someone here, someone wouldn't really make an allegation like this, or, unless they'd seen what's going on, so...
A man's been reported masturbating at his bedroom window.
Someone from the road being able to see you doing it, it's not good, eh? It's not good for your flatmates either, is it? It's sort of bringing a bit of a cloud under them as well, We're just sitting on your bed doing it, were you? Okay. Looking out the window as people going past. Yeah, there's a CMS there. Beg your pardon? I don't know, they're meeting at CMS and... Okay. Windows will be closed. Alright, hang around. We won't be a minute. It is.
Jack's claiming that he didn't realise the curtains were open, and the neighbours are just being vindictive. And outside, Jon Chappell spots another reason for local unease.
What is it? I saw that when I came. What's the go with the flag?
Nazi seamen, German destroyers, you know.
Oh, okay.
That's why the anchors are on me.
You into the whole Nazi gig or?
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah?
German all the way, man.
Is that right?
Yeah, man, they got some cool shit.
Oh, okay. Do you get much trouble with the locals sort of seeing that? Because I immediately sort of thought, you know.
Too many white bullet boys here, mate. They don't want to know.
Is there any sort of tension or what's the go? No?
Haven't heard nothing. Mind you, if they come over, yes, they're right, mate. My house, my property. Simple. You don't leave, I'll make you.
Although it's all pretty strange, all police can do is warn Jack off making a public display of himself.
Consider yourself warned, okay? Yeah, you need to be absolutely certain that those curtains are shut, okay? Alright, because, you know, a lot of kids around here and stuff like that, and you find yourself in a lot of trouble, okay? Alright? Alright.
Good day, sorry, buddy.
Okay, catch you later.
Gemini, ready for 1C details.
Almost as soon as they leave the house, a call comes in to attend an incident in Papakura.
He's got a 40-ounce, half bottle of 40-ounce bottle of Jack Daniels with him.
There's a drunk Polynesian male causing annoyance in a street in Papakura, so we'll go along there as well, see what the story is there.
By the time they arrive, a group of neighbours have cornered the drunk in a garden, and when Peter Ott tries to take him away, he decides it's a good time to put up a struggle.
Oh, don't be silly now. Don't be silly now.
Why?
Because you're under arrest.
Why?
Because you're under arrest. Don't be stupid.
You're under arrest, alright?
Yep. How silly. How silly. Silly.
Paul's been drinking for hours and had started chasing people around the street before police were called.
Unlock this.
Why? I have my right to ask why.
You're under arrest for disorderly behaviour at this point.
Behaviour?
Disorderly behaviour. Jump in. Jump in.
But knowing why he's been cuffed doesn't seem to make any difference to Paul. He's not going quietly.
I'm gonna show you, man. I'm gonna.
But though they get him to stop struggling, it's difficult to get anything else through the alcoholic haze.
You have the right to refrain from making a statement. You have the right to consult and instruct a lawyer.
I know the woman who owned the house.
Without delay and in private. Okay, do you understand what I've just told you?
What do you mean statement?
Okay, look that way, bro. I don't want you spitting on me, eh?
Because you just racist, man.
Okay.
You racist.
If you like.
You racist.
Okie doke.
You racist, man.
Okay.
You man.
Nothing's getting through here. Paul can't even remember what's happening from one moment to the next.
I've told you you're under arrest for disorderly behaviour.
No, you never told me.
Oh, well, I just did.
How come?
Because you're behaving badly, mate. All these people have rung up.
I'm not. Never anyone. Let me tell you, I'm a sister. I'm half Germany. Okay?
Me too, mate.
I don't give a f if you have a Germany, man.
Then why are you telling me? Why would I be interested in you if you're not interested in me?
But Paul wasn't interested. All the way back to processing at Papakura station, he had only one question in mind.
Yep.
Can you tell me why you're arresting me? That's all I want.
Legs out, bro. Legs out.
That's all I want.
Okay.
Peter.
I've arrested you. Oh, mate, I've told you
Go, mate.
a number of times. Come on, leg out, leg out, leg out, leg out, leg out. Both legs out before you stand up. Okay. Good stuff.
Yep.
All right.
Hey.
Yep.
I'm all right, man.
Oh, good stuff.
It would take Paul some time before he sobered up enough to understand why he'd been arrested.
Can you tell me why you're arresting me? That's all I want, man.
Paul pleaded guilty to charges of disorderly behaviour and unlawfully being on a property and was fined a total of $630.
We're heading to a road where a male's been seen. He's either intoxicated or he's been assaulted lying on the footpath outside Manurewa, so we're just going to go and have a look and make sure he's okay.
By the time Wellington Constables Dave Ritchie and Ross Watson get to the scene, a very drunk guy called Jared is claiming he's been chased up the street by a local resident.
Here in the corner.
Yeah?
Yeah, and that guy ran out of that house and said, "What the f*** are you doing?" Sorry, but here's like, "What the f*** are you doing?" And I was looking for a packet of cigarettes.
Yeah? Have you got any idea on you, mate?
Yeah, I do. I'm
no problem, sir.
Billy, matey.
I was looking for a packet of cigarettes I dropped in these pink. That guy jumped out of his house and said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
So I started
As they're talking, the cigarettes that have caused all the trouble turn up in Jared's pocket.
So your missing cigarettes are in your pocket.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I walked past there and that guy there jumped out of his house saying, "What the are you doing here?"
The complainant's saying that Jared had been shouting about being attacked.
He's not mentioning any of that to us. He's saying it was a load of shit.
Yeah. Well, we heard the gate open and close after we ran out. We said, "Oh, what's going on?" He said he'd just been beaten up by 4 sheep.
But Jared appears to have forgotten all about the assault already.
Why did you tell that guy you'd been beaten up?
I didn't tell that guy I'd been beaten up.
Why is he telling us that's what he told you?
Because he came out of a house and said, "What the are you doing here?" And I said nothing and ran away. Because look at...
Yeah, no, just I'm not interested. I've seen him, okay?
Okay, take me home.
Well, we're not a taxi service.
No, take me to the police station.
Or you want to get locked up for something?
Get locked up for whatever you want to charge me for, mate.
Why do you want to get locked up?
Because then I can get a ride home in the morning, mate.
We don't give you a ride home in the morning, mate. It'll be the same thing then. You walk.
Taxis do. I've been locked up by you.
You've been locked up to us before, have you?
Yep.
What for?
Drunken and disorderly in a public place.
And what happened?
The revelation that this isn't Jared's first brush with the bottle comes as no surprise. But Dave Ritchie still got to get him off the street.
You happy to go? Is there someone at home?
Yeah, my mother's home all the time.
Okay, so you're happy to go home? So with that, or we lock you up and detox you back at the station. And that's a stupid way to go when you can get a taxi and leave now and be out of our hands.
Yeah, I've got enough for a taxi.
The arrival of the taxi should have been the end of the story.
Okay, you happy with that? Yes, I am. Good as gold. Thanks very much, mate. See ya.
But moments later, Jared's jumped out of the cab and started heading back for town.
What are you doing, mate? Why'd you jump out?
I was supposed to be with my friends on Silicon Road.
But you told us you're going to stand there and go to Newtown, didn't you?
Righto. You're too intoxicated to be out on the street, mate, so you're now under arrest for detox, okay? You have the right to refrain from making a statement, you have the right to consult and instruct the lawyer and probably without delay, and you'll be given that opportunity as soon as practical. Do you understand that? Done 2-minute play transport in the back.
But being taken off the road wasn't the end of Jared's problems. His nicotine addiction needed to be fed.
Can I have a cigarette? No, I'm in detox. Have you searched your prisoner?
Yeah.
Well,
Number 9, you are not permitted to smoke on these premises, no exceptions.
no exceptions. What if someone lives on cigarettes?
Well, they don't live on them down here.
So down here they just die and you guys don't care?
I don't think many people have died from not having cigarettes.
What's just I'll die from not having a cigarette?
Hey?
I'll die.
Will ya?
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch me.
Moments later, Jared was still standing, and now it was Constable Kath Thompson's turn to try and break through.
If you are held in custody overnight, you may talk to and be visited by...
You just want to sign it, do you understand it?
I don't understand it,
These are the
actually.
3 things you need to know. You can speak to a lawyer.
You have the right to instruct
Stop talking and listen.
a lawyer in private without delay. I'll take that one.
That you're not under arrest, you haven't been charged with anything, a lawyer's not going to be able to help you.
Yeah.
You're going to stay here for a couple of hours, have a sleep, and then you can go. Do you understand those things?
I understand that I don't have to talk to a lawyer.
Would you like to...
I'd like to speak to one.
What would you like to speak to a lawyer about?
I'd like to have a cigarette.
You can't.
What would
The lawyer's
you like
not going to help you
speak
having a cigarette.
No, I don't want to talk to a lawyer. Can I please have a cigarette?
No, you can't.
Once.
No.
For several minutes, Jared searched the form for the bit that said he could have a cigarette.
You want to sign the form?
I'll sign this form if I can have
You can't have a cigarette down
You
here.
set the sprinklers off if you have a cigarette down here.
And you pay $1,000 for the fire engine.
Well,
But finally, to everybody's relief, he signed the form and went to bed.
Got it, John, that light on or off?
I don't care.
A few hours later, Jared had sobered up enough to be released.
Your problem. Get that camera off.
Next week on Police 10-7, we're in Hamilton when Jenny gets pulled up at a drink drive checkpoint. South Auckland police have to deal with baseball bats and gun threats as they try to keep the peace in Mangere.